Hi, I'm Howie Gross. Welcome to Buzz on Business. Today I have with me Jody Gibson from the Landscape Shop. Jody, how you doing today?
I'm great. How about yourself?
Doing well. Why don't you start off just telling us a little bit about yourself and your company, what you guys do?
A little about myself. Grew up in Brunswick. I've been there for almost over 50 years, so I enjoyed the community. So for me, working in the community, it's worked out very well. Knowing a lot of people, coaching most of my life to kids, so pretty well known in the community, which helps me out for my business.
50 years, that's a long time.
Yes.
You've seen a lot of change, I'm sure.
Yes, big time, big changes.
Yeah. So your business is located where in Brunswick, is that correct?
It was between Medina and Strongsville, but recently I moved everything, believe it or not, to Seville because I can live there, work there, put everything in one shop. At one point, my office was in Brunswick, my shop was in Strongsville, and the business part was in Medina. So I put it all together and moved out to Seville.
What do you like most about this area, I guess? I mean, I know that you moved south, obviously, probably to have the space, like you said, and it's a little more drive time, but you know, is there anything to this about this community in particular that sticks out to you? Or
Definitely, because like I said, I'm pretty known through the community, and I try to keep my word. What we say is what we do. If you screw something up, you just fix it.
Right.
So I do have a lot of ties in the Brunswick community.
For sure.
I just moved to Seville for price-wise, and I kind of wanted to live where I work, which is kind of tough to do in Brunswick for the zoning part of it. But definitely my ties in Brunswick are pretty deep.
For sure.
Brunswick High School and everything else.
Right. Yeah. So you do landscaping, right? And that could be an array of services. It could be, you know, there's so many of them out there, right? So what's kind of where do you fit in that? Is it a lot of residentials, a lot of commercials, a lot of both?
I would say probably it's a good split. I would say maybe 60% business, 40% residential. Kind of my bread and butter as I'm getting older. I don't want to carry bricks and blocks no more and dig in the mud doing irrigation. So
right.
Kind of went back toward the maintenance end of it. Grass cutting, snow plowing, fertilizing. Kind of my little niche is we try to get you like into a 7-month or 5-month or 12-month contract. Works out great. My parents, for an example, cut the grass, plow the snow, and fertilize. A lot of times you get away with $150, $200 a month for 12 months, and you don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So
certainly just depending on the lot size, right? So
correct.
And that's probably a popular program for people that just don't want to worry about anything. Hey, I know I'm going to need the mulch done in May or June. I know I'm going to need my lawn cut all year. I don't want to worry about the snow when it snows, if it snows, right? So that what you're describing would cover pretty much everything outside for the season.
Definitely, and it works out great, especially for elderly or if you're on a budget, because you're not going to get a surprise. Hey, it snowed 20 times, you're going to get bill. That one big time mulch job in the spring, we can spread that over 7 months or 12 months. So you don't get that big bill, it's just a constant monthly bill.
Right. And then on the flip side, I'm sure it helps you from a business perspective in July or August when we have a drought, you still have some money coming in, even if you're not working as much, you're getting some of the money you earned in months prior. So
definitely, and they get a discount as well. Because sometimes there's 5 weeks in a month, as you know.
Yep.
You know, you hit that extra.
Yep.
So sometimes they feel like they get a free cut, but then we might skip them at one of those days in August. So it works out very well.
So is that would you say your ideal customer would be a client that is enrolled in that program with you?
Yes, and it doesn't have to be all 12 months. We do 7 months in the summer, and you can do 5 months in the winter. I'm pretty open. Like a standard residential driveway in Brunswick in a development will plow for $400 for the year.
Okay.
My dad's 82 years old. So for me to spend $80 a month to have his driveway plowed and me not worry about it, I just do it.
It's worth it, for sure.
So that's been a pretty good thing lately.
That's great. What would you say like a big challenge would be doing what you do? I mean, I know that from my standpoint, I would imagine the hardest part of your job is probably just keeping good help, right? And
Definitely.
Maintaining the quality.
Definitely the help and the pricing structure now. A lot of young guys coming up and starting their new businesses and So yeah, it's a challenge, but definitely getting the help.
Yeah. But you've got the name, you've been around for a long time, so people know that they can trust you and they know that you're going to get the job done, right? So
I would think so. I mean,
Yeah.
and like you said, the way the money flows, a lot of people will prepay for snow plowing for the year. I don't know if they got to write it off for this year or what, but it's kind of nice at this time of the year that cash flow's coming in.
for sure, for sure. So is there a good place people can find you or get a hold of you if they need any of your services?
Yes, we have an office phone, we have my cell phone, and we have the landscape shop at zoominternet.net. So we're pretty easy to get a hold of.
For sure. Yeah, we'll be sure to call Jody for all your landscaping needs, and we'll be right back with another episode of Buzz on Business.